Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off today. But if you don't know, today is a normal Tuesday, basically. Except yesterday was a little weird because I actually, after I got Krista's toner wire soldered on, it took like 2+ hours to do for some reason. Those things are tiny. I got them soldered. And then today, supposedly the cartridge will be here so I can drop it in. Hopefully it'll fit. And I'll be able to get that ready, at least so she can play the records anyway. Then I gotta pop the rest of the stereo apart and put a drop of oil on the E-check spindle, and hopefully that's all she need to do, at least so she can play some music. Yeah, what's a normal Tuesday? We got our normal movie night. People asked me what we were going to be playing for movies. I did download Goodfellas. Let's see let me see if I can give you kind of a prelude of what we got coming up here. I did download a few other movies too. So let's see what I have here. We have, let's see. We have, let's see, we had Goodfellas, and we got Elf today. Goodfellas and Elf. So one's a Italian mafia type movie, I guess, and the other one is Elf. So, kind of a weird combination, I guess. But at least you got two different movies up, ready to go. I just got to put them into the queue and get them ready to start for 3 o'clock. I was emotionally drained. I just slept. After I made some quick food, I just hit the mattress. Next thing I know, I woke up, and it was like midnight. I puttered around a little bit on the phone, watching videos, including a keyboardist from apparently either Austria or Germany. I don't know which one, but she was speaking German, so could be either Switzerland, Austria, or Germany. Her name was Monica. Almost like the way our Monica used to spell her name, but this is a different Monica. She's a blonde-haired woman, and she speaks German. And I was listening to some of the music that she was doing with electronic organ, and it was sounding pretty good, actually. And I was like, gee, I kind of wish I could do something like that. I kept talking about the violin. I still want to get the violin. Maybe I will. I mean, it's not off the menu. We could still get the violin. But we got, other bills to pay too this month. Let's see. Pilot Craig Sr. on deck. Special F4 pilot. Where's Craig Sr.? Oh, hi, Craig Sr. Welcome to the show. Good morning to you. So, I'm hoping, as I said today, Krista's turntable will be ready to at least be able to play some records, because those wires are really tiny. I really didn't even know if I could even manage it. I managed it. I burned my fingers a little bit in the process with the soldering iron from the frying PC, because it had to get so close to my fingertips with one of the wires, because the helping hands would not have fit in there. I want to use my needle nose pliers, but the problem was my needle nose pliers weren't gripping the little clips very well. I got them on. I got the wires on. So that's the first thing now is, let's just hope the cartridge fits and we don't have to do any kind of finagling or hacks to make it work. We'll see. Also, of course, Krista and I are going to try to get laundry done on Friday. So there will be an afternoon show on Friday on YouTube and Kick at 3 o'clock. So be aware of that. Friday, 3 o'clock show. What does it mean when you're on deck? It means that you're on the deck of a ship. Usually means you're ready to go to work. Defending your country or serving as deckhand. Something like that. Very, very, very fine stranded wire. Extremely fine wire. Almost as thick as my hairs. And my hairs are pretty fine. So you can imagine taking about 4 or 5 of my little hairs and wrap them together and then put them in PVC plastic. That's how thin you are dealing with. Oh, yeah. It's about right thickness. About 4 or 5 of my hairs together. Ridiculously tiny. So let's just hope we can get that running today. At least maybe I can put on my new Carmen Miranda record and finally give the speakers the shake-up they haven't had since since that thing was probably recently purchased. I think apparently somebody mangled the turntable cartridge years ago and then they just said, fuck it. Oh, I have not heard from Ed, no. Craig, I can give you his phone number later on, if you want to try reaching out to him. He doesn't message anybody. He mostly just does phone calls. But I can give you his phone number later on. I have it. But I haven't really heard from him either. No, it has a phone. It's not the same phone he originally had, though. Craig, it's a different phone number. Right now my phone's in the bedroom, so, yeah, so last night I turned the heat up a little bit. I got a little bit too warm. I got kind of dopey. And, I just couldn't keep my eyes open. It was like being in a warm embrace, so to speak. Nice, comfortable, snug as a bug in a rug kind of embrace. And I was like, I don't want to get up. This is too comfortable for me. I'll just sleep in today. Bianca, this is what Craig says. Bianca, when I was a kid, my mom and I would make sock buffets all the time. I don't know how old you are, but do you remember Sherry Lewis on TV with her sock puppets? I think I do. I think I know who you're talking about. You're talking about, she was on PBS. She was a blonde-haired puppeteer, I think. I think I know who you're talking about. Or you're talking about Shelley Duvall. Oh, no, that's Shelley Duvall, Michelle. Oh, okay. Shelley Duvall did her fairy tale theater. Yeah, but she didn't use puppets much. Okay, Shelley Duvall, yeah. And she's not really blonde either. No, she's your color blonde, actually. She's kind of like the same color as your wig. Her hair, yeah. Like I said, I remember Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop. There we go. Now you remember, yeah, that. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a sheep. A sock puppet sheep. I have the heat set to normally 65. But last night it seemed a little chillier in my bedroom. I didn't feel like turning on the electric fire. Since I could heat and hot water included in the rent. So I just eked the gas heat up just a tiny bit. I think I ended up putting it up a little bit too warm, even though I only turned it up maybe about 3 or 4 degrees Fahrenheit. I was like, but like I said, it makes a difference sometimes. Because, I was cold. It was chilled anyway in the bedroom. And then, at the same time, after I was uploading that, look at the panel ready to go up for people to come up on panel. I don't know if Craig has the link. It's QEQ. QEQ is the link to the panels. Now, as far as needle suggestions, I will talk about those briefly. I don't think at this immediate time it's really what I want to do. Okay? I think it's something I need to really plan ahead. Okay? But, and I definitely don't want to necessarily disturb the morning show because this is the main show, which is on all 3 networks, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And I kind of want to keep the morning show at this point the standard fare. And then we have the Silvermoon radio. And some of the night shows, like Kick, like movie night. For example, today is going to be Goodfellas. And it's going to be Elf. Wasn't there an Elf 2? I don't think so. Well, it's there all the time. Okay. I thought the Shelley Duvall Theater, Fairy Tale Theater was actually pretty good. I liked her variation of the Snow Queen story. I thought that was fun. Shelley Duvall's Snow Queen, I think maybe Hans Christian Andersen may not be too impressed by it, but I don't think he would necessarily be too far against it either. I guess in the fairy, her version, I can't remember now. I think, well, let's put it this way: it's fun if you find it. Shelley Duvall's theater, Fairy Tale Theater. Go watch the Snow Queen. It's fascinating. A variation of the story. Good morning, Mr. Will. How are you doing today? Right. My own summer. I guess you could say it's my own summer. Look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing like a short sleeve dress because everybody was getting tired of the flower one. Michelle Noodles was really pressuring you yesterday. It's going to end up destroying your channel. Like I said this morning, Joyce, I am not necessarily going to jump in there and do that right now. Lately, I've been feeling kind of lethargic and kind of a bit low energy emotionally. Now, to answer another question, even though it's kind of in a joke, I'm going to answer it anyway. Lazy Leo, you're sitting on your cord of the headphones. I see that. Just don't run over it. Oh, okay. Anyway, I think it was Red who said it. Be aware that the Autumn Steward is trying to steal your thunder. No, not the Steward's not trying to steal my thunder because this is not my season yet. But I do gotta admit that I have been feeling a little bit tired and lethargic. I think I need to get some methamphetamine or something to really get myself going and stay awake more often. Cocaine, the working man's just in, right? Yeah. Okay. Those wool socks are for you. I will order more for the homeless and the women. Well, hold on. Before you do this, Stan, we haven't even figured out. I'll tell you what. If you want to order more socks for the men and women, they're supposed to be having a clothing drive at the soup kitchen. Except how are they going to distribute this stuff? Because they're not even open for the homeless to pick up anything. Yeah, that's kind of stupid, right? How are you going to distribute those? Michelle, take a lot of vitamin D. Oh yeah, Craig, I'm drinking plenty of milk. I use a vitamin supplement every day. I take my medications every day. I take plenty of calcium. I'm taking Woman's 50 Plus every day. I'm taking this stuff here that's supposed to help with tinnitus, which it may work, may be working. By the way, I did some research into tinnitus. Tinnitus is caused in the brain when your brain's neurologically is misfiring. I'm going to fix this cord. I don't like this stuff. I'm driving on top of my wire. Oh. Let's see, did I get over it? No. You got it over it. Did I? Good. Yeah. No, you just drove over it more. What? No. Yeah. No. Hey, now I got all this. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I don't. It turns out that, especially if you have anxiety or some forms of medication, will actually make tinnitus worse. It is caused from a variety of reasons. From your auditorial nerve not getting enough sound level until your brain turns up the gain. You can kind of simulate this. I don't know what it is without making a total mess of my system. Oh, don't bother. Just don't bother because you might make everybody else's hearing worse. Yeah, it's like if you got a microphone and the audio gain isn't working right on the microphone, and you keep turning up the gain control of the microphone, all of a sudden you hear the background noise, the amplifier, or sometimes you hear a hum. And that's kind of what tinnitus is. It's the same thing, where the gain is being turned up by your system louder and louder and louder to make up for what you lost in your hearing capability. Tinnitus can be caused by aging as well. No, I have not. I haven't actually had any since you and I were here last. I had some on Thanksgiving night. That's all I had. Sock top and AI noodles. Top back. Well, maybe Bochic's don't come back. Sometimes he's no worse than me. The difference is that you're not trying to miss the person. I understand sometimes if Botrix can be spoken to. I wonder, I never tried that. What would Botrix say? What kind of commands? I don't know. I'll just try something. Just for the hell of it. Just for the fun of it. B-O-T, shut up. That's actually an interesting question, because some of these parsers, yep, this one does it. No, level 1 in this case doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you're recognized for participating in the chat, which is a good thing. That kind of gives me an idea of who's the most. It's kind of like some people like to compete against people for the higher level. Like you sometimes see people do first and all that. That's kind of what that is. It's the same thing. Like, oh, I'm level 50. You're level what? I'm level 50. Oh, you're equal to me. Yay, I just went to 51. Good for you. Well, like, now, I mean, you show up on my YouTube channel, you're on a list anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. I have no idea, Craig. I think don't worry about it. It's not. It's the same. Me 6 does the same thing on Discord. Me 6, the same kind of list. I can disable that. No, we don't need to know that. Yeah. So today we're gonna try to get Chris's turntable fixed. And how you doing, Mojo? Good morning to you. Or afternoon in your case. Yeah, you do talk a lot in the group, Mojo. Anyway, the thing is that so I'm gonna try to get Chris's cartridge installed today, and then we're gonna do an after show on Kick. After all, there's no reason not to. Hopefully by that time we'll be able to tell you if the turntable installation was a success or not. I hope so. So we're gonna try to get that assembled and working. I mean, because I know the speed it turned. I got the main platter unfrozen. I got that greased. Okay, I used a little bit of 3-in-1 oil on it, but it's better than it was. I do got some lithium grease too, which I could probably mix in a little bit. But right now it's working fine. And then I can pop the bottom off and the turntable and get to the 8-track and oil that. Craig says, Jojo, guess I'm okay, Jojo. Guess I'm okay, Joe. Oh, by the way, Southwest already pouring in the early morning. Southwest? Is that? I thought that was earlier this year. I gotta plug in the wires into the cartridge when I pick up the cartridge in mail today. Hopefully it'll drop into place like it should, and then. But if for some reason I have to modify the mount, it may look like a bit of an ugly job, but I hope I don't have to. But if I do, I do. You know, gotta go get some ABS glue or PVC glue from the hardware store, and then I don't want to have to go through all that work. That's a lot of work to do that. But I actually should be pretty much a drop-in replacement, because it doesn't replace the original tetrad mechanism they had on those turntables. So I should just be able to drop it in as a P192D, which is the narrow version of my P132D in my other turntable. Because I paid for my software license for my Clean My Mac for 5 seats, and I bought it outright. I actually had to take $200 out of my savings account, put it into my checking so I could put $200 on Capital One this month. Which I guess was better than go ahead and going, oh no, and I'll think, oh no, I'm broke again. No, I'm not broke again, thank God. But I'm glad that Anthem took care of my electric bill this month, which was a good thing. And then on December 1st, they're going to be taking care of my home phone bill. Yes, Greg, that's true. But unfortunately enough, right now, if you look outside, it's a little overcast and it's a little chilly. But there will be days when it will be about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. But right now it's being in the 40s and the 30s. It's not exactly the same thing as a sunroom. Yeah, it's overcast right now. Lately overcast, it looks like. So tomorrow, on Friday, me and Chris are going to go to the laundromat and wash some laundry. Tongue is so thick here, you can't even see 20 yards away. Mojo, thank you so very much. You're up. Mojo, thank you so very much. They're good for Mojo. There's so much. Why do you keep repeating yourself, Craig? I mean, we see you once. I mean, SSW is having a great time. Now, is that South by Southwest, or is that SSW stand for something else? Slingshot Warrior, maybe? Red said everybody's driving the grannies this morning. Renad says, have noodles, bring you puppets to play around with outside. I'm using my microphone and it screws up a lot, but my hands are very clumsy. I understand that. My hands felt very, very moronic last night, trying to set those tiny fiddly wires. I was ready to throw the entire turntable in the corner and say, fuck it. And then just go grab a Crossley Cruise and give that to Chris as a gift. But that would have been kind of a violation of my reduce, reuse, recycle policy. Rusty, I think he's on the couch, I think. Yeah, no, he's in the bedroom now. He's in the bedroom? Yeah, he's in the bedroom. Although he probably will be going out in a little while. He hasn't took his clothes on my leg yet to say he wants to go out, so. I don't know. Actually, there are cats bigger than Rusty. He's not the biggest cat, Winston, but it is true that ginger cats by nature tend to be the bigger of the cats. The female cats, variations of them, which are rare, are also equally big. The hydraulic press channel's cat, forgot her name now, is a ginger cat like Rusty. She's also very large, female cat. I'm sure he'll come around. If he's in the bedroom, he's probably trying to just do what he does. He was laying on my bed with me a little bit this morning. So you might see him come up here. He's in the house anyway. I think Rusty really needs to play me. I really got to get him another cat. Does anybody have an older cat? I don't mean necessarily a kitten, but I mean like maybe a year-old, 2-year-old male cat, female cat that's fixed. I think Rusty would like that. He's about the size of the United States Postal Service flat rate box. Speaking of flat rate boxes, I'm going to have to start working more on the record shelf and try to sort out more of the vinyls to separate more of the wheat from the chaff. So I'm going to have to go through that this week too. That's going to be fun. Oh, it's not that bad. No, it's just time consuming. No, I only need one. Sound like that one commercial about inventory control. I forget for which company it was. Do you have any labels? Foreign, domestic, how many pallets you want? I just need one. One? Oh boy. Now, as far as that goes, let's talk about that. Incandescent light bulbs and the way that the Democrats are trying to regulate us all to death. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as I love the Green Initiative, in some ways I do, in some ways I hate it. Okay, let me make this clear. I'd rather not have the government get in my life and tell me what I can and cannot light my house with. I don't like people going into my grill telling me I can and cannot use certain types of heating systems. I don't like that. I like being able to make my own decisions. That's why Trump originally delayed the light bulb ban. Because he realized that the American people, the individuals, know what they need in their homes. And the individuals know what they want in their homes. They already knew that the LED bulbs are already taking over in a good way. By freedom of choice, people were choosing to use LEDs. Just like they were freedom of choice, got away from the CFLs. Thank God. Yeah, they were awful, weren't they? Kind of. Yeah. I think that, so Biden is quickly biding his time to destroy the economy of this country. He kept saying he was going to give a fourth stimulus, but he never even got up to do it. Remember, the fourth stimulus we had, or the third stimulus we actually had, was really a Donald Trump one. They just happened to sign it in after Trump left office. So in a way, that third stimulus check was really a Trump stimulus check. I just think it's kind of stupid to think about it, though. Joe Biden is not working for this country and not helping this country at all. As he gets older, he becomes more and more of a piece of Play-Doh. Aimlessly shuffling about on stage, looking like he'd rather go back to bed and forget the world. Yeah. Hi, Nick News Network. How you doing today? So many of the Democratic Party have said, Mr. Biden, please do not run for president.
Oh, yeah!
Give it to somebody that's younger.
Oh, yeah!
And no, I don't think Kamala Harris got what it takes either.
Oh, yeah!
You guys are wash-ups. You guys aren't doing the job that this country needs.
Oh, yeah!
Even the Democrats, the minority of Democrats, have decided we're voting for Trump this time.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. The NASQ news editor ignoring a rival prince doesn't make him disappear. Bury your head in the sand, your own peril. What are you talking about? The fact of the matter is, I'm not burying my head in any sand. I've already had my head stuck in guano for several times this year. I don't really like that either. Well, anyway, the point is that we got a couple things going on today. A couple projects. As you guys watch Goodfellow and Elf, I'll probably be sitting there cussing and cursing quietly in the background, trying to figure out how to get a stupid turntable cartridge to mount on a frame. It's funny how many different styles of mount there were for ceramic cartridges for turntables. I never understood that. Wasn't there any kind of a standardization of those things? I mean, really. Yeah. Craig Sr. said the grid we have now, whatever, is handling big amount of electric car charging. I don't think it's going to be able to keep supporting the grid because the Democrats keep shutting down fossil fuel power plants. They're going to overload the thing and blow a fuse. NASQ News, which is Stan, says JoJo tough loss for Tottenham on Sunday. Really? I don't know. I mean, why would you say that Sunday is going to be bad for Tottenham? I don't know anything about what's going on the European soccer side of things, but I just know that sports in general is not normally my thing. I don't usually follow sports, but I do know people do, and I know people love it, and some people are really passionate about it. If you ever look at all the riots at soccer games, it's kind of weird. Why some people so get passionate that they start rioting in the stadiums? I never could understand why that would be, but that's what they do. It said, sounds like a lot of water wasting, Craig. What's Craig talking about? I'm glad we don't drive. Craig Sr. says, Michelle, imagine if everybody had an electric car. Then we would be bitching about not having able to handle it. Well, the grid's already failing, and guess what? The many manufacturers have given up on electric vehicles. Chrysler has basically thrown in the towel. GM has said that they don't think they're not selling. They're sitting on the lots for a long time. Nobody's nibbling. Why does that not surprise me? First of all, they're too expensive. Way too expensive.
Oh, yeah!
Second of all, the batteries only last for about maybe 10, 20 years tops on their everyday use.
Oh, yeah!
It's bad enough if it's your cell phone, but in an electric car, you need to be able to have user replaceable batteries if you want your car to last a long time. The problem is, you can't just go down to your local battery store and pick up a new battery.
Oh, yeah!
You need a friggin' forklift to get them out. That's the real truth. Yeah. Oh, last Sunday, okay. Oh, sorry about that. But, I mean, the thing is, so General Motors has basically said is that they're going to continue to work on the internal combustion engine and maybe even working on the hybrids. Maybe hybrids. Because hybrids are kind of the best of both worlds. You still got the gasoline engine for long distance travel, and you still got the electric vehicle for when you're in city driving, and then the car will switch between the both. That's why the Toyota Prius was so popular, because it will give you the ability to also add a feature called a plug-in hybrid. So which means that you can just switch the car to electric if you're in city driving, and then when the battery ran down, you can either drive it back home, plug it into a proper supercharger, or you could supercharge it by going to your favorite gasoline station, put in your regular favorite unleaded fuel, and run the generator for a few hours. Your choice. Something everybody loves. Imagine an electric car going through a deep, deep bottle. They have many of them catching fire. They don't talk about the electric and water do not do too well. No, they don't. In fact, there was, after the last few hurricanes in Florida, electric car got into the batteries, and the batteries stirred the earth out and catch fire. Because what happens with the electrolyte in those batteries, they are very exothermic, and once they start going up, it does like something called thermal runaway. Now, thermal runaway, and it's because it produces its own oxygen and its own fuel. It just consumes itself. Extremely bad news for the individual who may be sitting in that car when that happens. Now, while Tesla may be better than some of the manufacturers, Teslas are some of the cars that have experienced a lot of the thermal runaway stuff. I think the technology is not safe at any speed because of that reason. There's too many things that can go wrong with an all-electric vehicle. Like 600 miles on a tank of gas certainly is good for people who are concerned about range anxiety. Now, range anxiety is just like it sounds like. When you start worrying about every mile you're going, trying to get to the next charging station. Or at least with an electric hybrid, as I said, your next charging station could be the local mobile gas station, or it could be a supercharger. You got a choice. Charge one way or charge the other way. No, because he doesn't do his work in the wintertime. He knows my season's coming. This guy has been kind of lackluster all year so far. He doesn't seem to be doing much here. Part of the reason is because we're entering El Nino. So yes, the weather in Ohio is developing in an El Nino pattern. But you just wait, Mr. Higgins. You just wait. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing some snow here too. How you doing? Welcome to Christopher's World. Good morning to you. Craig says he watches Krista's morning shows at times. So this week, on Friday, at 3 o'clock, we'll be having an afternoon show. On YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So, don't feel like you're going to miss anything, ladies and gentlemen, because we will be here on Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've been Kick 0, looks like 0 on Twitch. Oh, one. Can't really tell. Oh, yeah, 1. And of course, 1113 on YouTube right now. A little lower than it's been for the past few days, but not no big deal. It has its days. Not yet. But because of El Nino, they're probably going to see a lot of warm weather. A lot of warm, wet weather. Yeah. So, they'll be getting warm rain because of El Nino. Unless the Western Canada decides to drop a big cold goober on their butts. Yeah. Yeah. He's not actually called Autumn King. He just calls himself the Autumn Steward. That's all I know. I don't even know who he is. But yeah, for the North American continent. Mother's original plan to try to break thing into zones kind of turned into a giant mess. And some people swapped land masses for other land masses, and I think the guy that does autumn only does United States and Canada. But the guy in Australia, Joey Brisbane, does spring, summer, and autumn, but he doesn't do winter. But I don't know who's doing winter in the Australia. I don't really know who's in Australia right now for winter. It's not you. It's not me. If I was to do that, I'd have to be down in Australia. Boy, talk about expensive competition every year. Yeah. Thanks to 2 videos and 2 live streams. One on Monday at 4:30, 5:30 Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. But Krista, if I'm right, aren't we going to be doing laundry on Friday this week? So aren't you going to be a little late too? I mean, when are you going to have your laundry? I mean, we're doing laundry at 9 o'clock on Friday. So wouldn't you be doing an afternoon stream kind of like around the same time I am? Or something like that? Because, I mean, I'm going live at 3. So, I mean, I don't know what your plans are. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? I got the drink almost. Yeah. No, winter's almost here. In Australia, it's summer. Summer's coming. It's their spring right now in Australia. Yeah. It's their spring. They're going to be going into summer. Because they're in the southern hemisphere. I'm not going to give any more wrenches right now. I think we have enough wrenches out there. I think we have enough wrenches. We don't need to give any more right now.
Oh yeah!
Right. We are doing laundry Friday. Call Michelle. I'm going to my show earlier. I'm going to start at 8 o'clock and be done by 8:45. That sounds good. Hopefully when you call me at 8 o'clock, I'll be up and ready to go. And I didn't get a chance to play any World of Warcraft last night because I've been doing software updates on the other Mac. But on Wednesday, me, Human Body, Red, more than likely, maybe even Blazing Leo, will be trying to play World of Warcraft, I think, on Wednesday. At least that's the day we kind of agreed on, at 8 o'clock at night. And then we'll tape that, and we'll put that up on YouTube. And, of course, we could do it live, but, yeah. Who's going to be catching up with all the audience, answering all the questions? That reminds me. We do have the Restream chat that does voice announcements. We did get that working, by the way. Good morning, Leo. How you doing today? So Leo is going to be supposedly downloading Turtle WoW. I think she said she already downloaded it. And then she's going to set up to play it. Because I know she was trying to figure out how to set up her username and password on the account. It's not that hard to do. You do it on the website first. And then when you download the game, you just enter the username and password that you assigned yourself. And then you can play the game. I would suggest for a first timer is stick with I like either being a mage or like being a priest. Priest is good because you can heal yourself. You know, mage is good because you got ability to fire spells off at a distance. Hunter's kind of nice because you got a pet. Not right away, but you do get a pet. And then you got the ability to have your hunter's pet aid in attacking your assailant. So that's kind of nice. But it's up to you. My problem is in Classic WoW, be aware that you only get so many bullets or arrows. And so you have to keep stocking up on your arrows and your bullets. Actually, I don't know that, but okay. Yes, I gotta download it. I'd like to see you try to join us on Wednesday. If you play a human in Northshire, we can all go over there in Northshire and help you learn how to play the game. So which means you wouldn't be totally going in there with no support. Because we would be me, human body, Red, could all go over there and give you a hand as you master up your skill set, whichever class you decide to play. If you decide to play a Druid, which is only available in the Alliance and on the Night Elves, I know where Teldrassil is. I could probably get over to Teldrassil and help you out there. I'm sure Red knows where Teldrassil is too. You take the boat from Stormwind, and then you can go over to Durnass on the boat, and then if I know where you are exactly in the starting zone, I can meet you over in the starting zone and help you out. Druid's fun. Druid is kind of like a little bit of everything. Like they have entangling vines. You got beast form, you got cat form, you got bear form, you got right form. So you don't even need a mount because you become a mount, and you can even offer another party a ride. In other words, when you're in travel form, people can ride you, which is kind of nice. So for those people that don't have mounts, they can ride you. Kind of convenient. I'm sure you do, Rad. I'm sure you do. I know I do. I know how to get to a lot of the basic places. So we're going to try to keep the game going and stuff on Wednesday. And I had added Leo to the players group so she can come up and we can all jump in the chat together and we can all play the game together. And that should be fun. Yeah. Let's see, where are we standing today? Right now we're standing at 15 YouTubers. Can't really quite see the screen. 5 kickers. 1 or 2 Twitchers. 1. 5 kickers. 15 YouTubers. About 20 people. That's cool. Yeah, that's kind. Well, there are people who do that in their older age, travel in motorhomes or RVs. It's not all that glamorous. After all, if you have mechanical problems with your portable house on wheels, you might end up staying in a motel while the mechanics at an RV repair shop fix your house. And given the prices of motels now, that's a major expense. It's cold because it's winter. Or winter's coming, more precisely. You got cold air coming in from Canada, Tiger Kitty. It's just a reality. It gets cold because it's winter. Winter's coming. I don't know about an ice age. However, that would seriously put a big fat wrench into Biden's plans. I can just visualize him saying, "Oh shit. I thought it was going to be global warming, and instead I'm freezing my ass off. Well, we got to get all those fossil fuel plants in place so we can start making more greenhouse gases so we can keep the earth warmer. Make up your own mind, you doddering idiot. Come on.
Oh, yeah!
Kind of told you that. The World Economic Forum keeps telling people all this stuff about global warming, And you know what? Climate change is kind of happening, guys. But it's not going to be what they keep saying. Goodfellas and Elf. Goodfellas and Elf. Goodfellas and Elf are the ones we're going to try to get on tonight. So we'll get those movies up, and then we'll have some good times. And then, of course, while you're sitting there watching that, I'll probably be fussing with Krista's turntable during the second movie, and I'll be probably having a bad fellow moment. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, the most important thing is that I want to remind you, it's 10:55 in the morning. It's a nice, slow day. Well, let's just hope to God, if we do enter an ice age of long-term ramifications, then we realize that the fact is that we have got to change our way of thinking. It's not going to be the idea of fossil fuel. It's going to still be a thing. It's going to be. But we keep saying to ourselves, we have the technology. We can rebuild it. But you have to remember that one of the things that has made it possible for us to survive cold snaps now is the dead carcasses of animals that have become our oil, coal, and natural gas of the earth that kept us warm. All those animals that decomposed into the primordial swamps that later became the coal, oil, and natural gas has been the major energy resources of the earth from that time period. You know, that's an important thing. Biden just kept saying is, we gotta get rid of fossil fuels. And then everybody says, excuse me, Mr. Biden, but fossil fuels are on-demand energy. They're not going to be able to start wind turbines when you need them. You're not going to be able to start solar panels when you want them in the middle of the night. You need a steady source of energy. You need to have the ability to burn fossil fuels or use hydroelectricity. Hydroelectric power is still the best alternative. It uses the kinetic energy of the earth, falling water, to spin turbines that generate electricity. They don't pollute. They're clean.
Oh yeah!
They don't need refueling.
Oh yeah!
As long as your water uphill isn't frozen over, you got a steady supply of energy.
Oh yeah!
Isn't that a win-win? I'm in a foul mode. My husband's cell phone fell out of his packet and hit the screen and cracked the screen, and now he can't see the phone. Use the phone. Sucks. You can get a new screen, but who locally will put them in? See, that's just it. Everybody talks, oh, you can get a new screen or whatever. But the problem is that people don't realize, okay, someone's come up and panel, Tiger Kitty, that screens don't always replace easily. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get Tiger Kitty on here. Good morning, how you doing?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
You seem tired again today.
Not really that tired. I did sleep for a few hours.
Yeah.
Mostly a little bit tired, yeah, but not physically so much.
No. Oh, why? What's happened?
Nothing. It's just that, it just feels like one of those kind of slow days,
Okay, yeah. Well, you have those now and again, don't you? Plus, you've been busy. You've been trying to fix trying to fix Krista's record player for
Yeah.
her. So
I got the wires on, the clips, so no, that's the first
yeah,
thing.
wow. Did you video it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was dying to see you fix this bloody record player.
Well, I think I'd rather show it's fixed when it's actually playing a record. Maybe I could do a little bit of B-roll showing the connections before I put the clips on the cartridge.
Right. Okay. Well, you'll get there, Michelle. If anyone can fix that record player, it's you. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Well, anyway, then after that, I still gotta pop it out of its case anyway, and I gotta oil the 8-track bearing so the 8-track doesn't squeal like a dry bearing.
But when I had my record player, you used to just push the needle in. Is this broken?
Yeah. Well,
so the actual...
The problem was the cartridge itself was broken. The needle slides into.
Okay.
So
I
tried to fix the original cartridge, and I couldn't really fix it. So I just said to myself, this ain't gonna work. I said, we're gonna have to just replace this thing. So that's what I did. I just went ahead, and then of course some of the parts that came with it, one of them was another ceramic cartridge made for a static turntable cartridge assembly, which probably could have been put on that arm, but that uses a socket and a plug, which was on the original cartridge. That the wires all broke off that, and those pins were even closer together. And I'm like, I'm not going through that. That's just too small.
Well, Michelle, with your eyes as well, I'm surprised you're getting as far as you got.
Yeah,
you'll get there. I looked at the picture and I saw there was like 2 white wires hanging off.
4 wires actually.
4, and I guess you've got to. That's what you've got to attach.
You got
to make
a red, a blue, a white, and a green, and they're smaller than angel hair pasta.
Yeah, I saw them. You'll get
and that's
there.
with the insulation on it. Once you strip the insulation off, you get a couple wires that are about as fine as like 3 or 4 strands will be in your hair.
All right. But you've got, look, Michelle, this is for Christmas, isn't it? So you do have 4 weeks to fix this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully to get the turntable working, and then I can slide out the mechanism and lubricate the 8-track, so at least then Chris can bring it home and play some records. But sadly, it's a week and a half overdue. Really. Michelle's Amazon wish list. Oh yes, I did not update the wish list much. So I need to update the wish list some more.
Yeah, you do need to work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
How about you put some stuff that you need down? I know it's a wish list.
I got stuff on my wish list that have been there for ages.
Michelle, you just got the shelf. Come on.
I got the shelf, yeah. Philip Pritzel Star made that possible. So I'll give him some thanks for its due. Yeah.
So you're doing very well.
But I got some little knickknacks that I would like for the studio too. You know.
I know. You got to check, Michelle. Some of those things you've got listed are not even available.
Yeah, I know. I have looked at some of them. Sometimes I don't actually know when to say if they're not available if they don't actually say not available. You mean like when they don't show a price?
Yeah, next to them it'll say not available. But I mean, if people use
their
brain,
Brian PC found out, even when it did show a price, some of the things he couldn't actually order directly.
I know. I tried to order them as well. I couldn't order them.
And they're in the same country as me.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Then that's where the donations come in handy. Like when Philip Pritzel Store realized it was easier to send me the money than have me pay for it.
Right. But things are going good, so that's great. How's Rusty today?
Sleeping.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
cold
he's
out.
kind of lonely. I think he needs another kitty cat. I think he needs another one of his own species to hang out with.
Randall, shut the fuck up.
Oh. Not about... She's not talking
So
badly
can you
about
ask Tiger Kitty to please not talk
I
about
see
me
that. I
badly
see
in the
that.
side?
But you didn't say anything bad about the person.
I haven't even fucking typed, except you're not kind all the time. So shut the fuck up, Randall.
But I definitely do think Rusty would probably be a benefit if I can find another kitty cat that might be a little bit younger, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he likes other cats, so he might be okay.
There might be a little bit of a face-off for a bit while the two try to assert who's going to be where.
Yeah, see, Michelle, I'm going through the same thing because I want a dog that's going to be running around on the farm with me. This dog I've got, it's not a farm dog. She's too spoiled.
Right.
Doesn't like to get dirty. You know, I want a nice ragged. But I'm scared of getting a new dog because of this dog. He'll get jealous.
Well, kittens are good, but remember, it's the older cats that end up not getting placed in homes and animal shelters and things like that. And it's the older cats that are killed off often because they can't find homes. I mean, kittens are cute, absolutely, but remember, they grow up so fast.
Yeah, and then they start scratching at your furniture and
your
car.
The furniture thing doesn't bother me. My furniture is all secondhand stuff anyway. Okay, so go back to your country. Oh,
like you say that to me, so he's getting a time out for that.
Well, like I said, I would definitely
no hostility in this side chat, please.
Because when Fame never came home again, Rusty kind of hadn't really been the same since then. You know, I think Rusty still misses Fame.
You think? I think Fame probably found another home. I think somebody probably took him in.
I think someone took him in, yeah.
Yeah, because it was a handsome cat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an old cat. Yeah. I think Rusty probably wishes his son was still here after he chased him out of the house. I mean, after all, Rusty is a senior citizen, you know, in the cat world. You know, he's, you know, maybe he wishes he could share his wisdom to a younger cat, you know, just like Fame did when Rusty was a kitten.
Mm-hmm. It's a big responsibility, though, Michelle. You know, if they get sick.
Yeah, I know. If they get sick, it's hard. I get that.
It's hard. It's costly.
But when I get sick, it gets costly, too.
Well, yeah, that's true, but...
You know,
I honestly think you could look after another cat.
You can buy pet insurance. People don't realize that is an option.
Yeah, I've had pet insurance before.
Yeah.
I had it on my
dog.
dog.
Then you probably just like people insurance have to make sure that the veterinarian support is a part of that network for pet care. You know.
Right. So. I
don't know. It's really hard, though. But I think Rusty really could benefit from another kitty cat.
Maybe. An older one, definitely.
I mean, technically, I'm permitted to have two cats here, so there's no reason why we couldn't have another kitty cat for Rusty to play with.
All right, everybody be on the search for an older cat for Michelle.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a 2-year-old cat. You know. But then, depending on the cat you get, you know, you could end up getting a cat that was, you know, that's really been treated badly, and the next thing you know, you got this cat with mental illness issues, and if they're not used to being with another cat, they might get mad at Rusty, and Rusty will certainly put that cat into his place. Trust me.
I bet. I bet a smack in the head by Rusty is not very pleasant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rusty's got sharp claws, that's for sure. Even Chris's cat, we call Kitty, sometimes just getting under Rusty's grill a couple times. But the difference is that Chris's cat doesn't actually live in my apartment, so they usually two kind of hang out together.
That's what I'm talking about, Gemini. Can you afford another vet bill?
I could probably afford another cat. Yeah.
You know, the thing you got to worry about, Michelle, is you already have a problem bringing in all that cat litter. You have double cat litter.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I don't want Rusty to feel like, because without the lack of another cat to stimulate him, that all of a sudden he gets kitty senile dementia going, becoming Joe Biden in kitty form.
Yeah. And you know what? Rusty seems very healthy to me.
He is.
I know he's getting there, but he's not, he doesn't look sick or anything, does he?
No, he's not sick. He's just like me, living large, But you don't know anything about my budget, so don't tell me what I can and cannot afford. Although it is in my mind, the budget, trying to keep an eye on things. Because now we got the Social Security increase coming up of 3.2%, which is going to be good because they're going to get extra money. And we get paid on Friday.
Yeah? Cool.
Yes, because Friday is the 1st, and they don't issue out my Social Security checks on the 3rd, which is a Sunday. So we'll get all of our money on Friday.
Well, that's good for
me. Yeah.
Ready for the weekend. Remember, Christmas is coming, Michelle, so you might want to get yourself some bits.
Well, we also got right now about $300 and change in the bank in profit.
Right.
I did take some money out of my savings to pay up my $200 worth of Capital One bill in advance.
Right.
And then, so then once I'll take some more money out of I'll put some more money into the credit cards and pay them off because I got to pay the Quicksilver card too.
All right. Well, try and stay on top of them things.
Yeah, I got to try to stay on top of them.
Yeah, it's easy to get overwhelmed. Well, why don't you start getting yourself a couple of bits each week for Christmas, like something nice to put away so that you've got it for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, right now, eventually, I gotta get some of those dresses you see on my wish list.
Yeah, I did look at those dresses.
The white and black one is still available, as far as I know. So, but nice to get something that's a little bit longer sleeves.
Right. God, talking about sleeves, you're sitting there without a flipping top on in this weather.
Well, I had it a little bit warm in here this morning because I turned the heat up a bit last night. A little bit too warm. Now the temperature is kind of coming down to a more cooler civil level. So I could have thrown a sweater on top of this. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I think you or a cardigan. Have you got a cardigan?
Red says, me and Gemini don't think it's a good idea. He says, when prices keep going up for food, when the war gets bigger, you will be suffering with 2 cats. I have a sweater. I just didn't put it on this morning. It's either that or wear my t-shirt, which I didn't feel like
wearing. How about a hoodie? Have you got a hoodie, Michelle? Like a zip-up hoodie?
You mean like one of my own hoodies from my own store?
Well, a zip-up. Just something you can sling over and zip it up.
Yeah.
I've never seen you wear a hoodie.
Because I don't like hoodies. But I'll tell you what. I might want to see by getting a Silvermoon t-shirt or sweatshirt. Right. That's an idea. Silvermoon sweatshirt. Like, do you have any on your order list? I think we have them in the store. I have to look. See if we have some Silvermoon sweatshirts. You would be amazed.
Last night, somebody sent us some socks. So Sock Puppet might happen.
Yeah, Stan CT did send the socks for me specifically.
How lovely is that? Thank you, Stan. Did he send them to wear or for sock puppet?
No, they're for me to put on my feet to keep my feet warm.
Oh, okay.
I got plenty of crappy old socks that I wanted to make Kermit the Frog puppets, so that's no problem.
Oh, okay.
What I like to do is get some nice, long, heavy winter skirts. Maybe some cotton or wool skirts.
What you need, Michelle, is like sweatpants, hoodie, like
Maybe.
bright pink even, if you're worried they look masculine. Get pink.
Yeah, but I still got a big bay window on the front.
Yeah, but hoodies are fine for that. You tuck it all in the hoodie.
Yeah. Well, hoodies are good if you want to go out and keep warm, I guess. That's an idea.
Yeah. I guess you're not planning on going out today, though.
Bianca says, woo! Woo what?
Woo!
You need some sweaters and maybe like a sweat suit and some new socks. Well, I got the socks because Stan sent me socks.
Would you wear a sweatsuit if someone bought you a hoodie and a sweatpants? Would you buy them? Or would you wear them?
I think something like leggings would be fine. I don't like sweatpants, but I do like leggings. I used to have some nice leggings a couple years ago. Again, you got a goddamn bay window on the front. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, but you put a baggy top over the top so that your bay window's hidden.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. That's why I wear dresses I wear. It looks fine unless you're sitting in a chair. Then you look like someone poured you like a big giant martini. Or more like a bag of wet cement. Yeah, well, okay, fine. But, or more like a big bag of flour. I get the point, Lumi. I get the point. Okay.
I was thinking the other day, I wonder whatever happened to that little... Do you remember that little Chinese fella that used to hang around here? Parsley.
Parsley,
I
haven't seen Parsley around in a long time.
Right, and trolling. What happened to trolling and Parsley?
I don't know. Maybe he went to jail or something. I have no idea where he went. It's a good question. Where did he go?
Well,
maybe he trolled too many. Now
Noodles
he's been
told him what's what one night, and he disappeared. It was weird. So the Chinese Parsley one, and what's the other one? I think the other one was Mexican.
Where's Brian PC been? I think Brian PC's been working on his job. I haven't seen him in the morning show that much. I know I saw him earlier last week, but I didn't see him really yesterday. And yesterday was my first show, so for the week. So I didn't see Brian. Did I see Brian PC yesterday? Because I'm trying to remember.
No, I haven't seen him for a while, Michelle.
I know I saw him on Saturday. He came on the show, on Saturday he was here.
He was on Kick, wasn't he, at one point?
Yeah, he's on Kick now. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is parsley any better than broccoli?
Oh, he was a little shit anyway. I mean, I'm not saying that I miss him.
Because I like steamed broccoli.
He was a nobody that was hanging on people's apron strings. But
I mean, parsley is good as a garnish. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone use parsley much more than just a garnish.
He was a bit feminine, let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Bit of a turd. Michelle, it's actually too cold to go outside and smoke.
Did you say you're getting a new kitten? I didn't say I was actually actively getting a new kitten. I said I'd like to consider getting one. Maybe an older cat. Not a kitten. Yeah, maybe a 1-year-old cat or something. Because I don't know how Rusty would react to a little one running around the house.
Yeah. Let's give it a year or so, Michelle. See how Rusty's getting on.
Well, Rusty's going on fine. But just like Garfield, I think he needs his Odie to keep him busy. You know, Odie the dog from Garfield and Friends. Because otherwise, Rusty, just like Garfield, just goes, let me sleep. Let me sleep. You know, he's like, oh, it's Mondays. I'm sorry, it's Tuesday. So what? It's the same. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it. So today we have Elf and Goodfellas playing on Silvermoon movies today.
Oh yeah, Elf and Goodfellas.
What's that?
Elf and Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll definitely watch the. Which are you putting them in that order?
I'm gonna definitely put it in that order because 3:00 Elf starts, and then the animation kicks in, and then we start Goodfellas. While that time I'm cussing and swearing at the turntable. If worst came to worst, bad enough, I could always go ahead and get Krista the same kind of turntables I got. They were not that expensive because they were offering these discount.
Lolly's not allowed to have animals anymore, Bianca.
Who says that?
That's what I was told. She can't have animals anymore. She's been abusing them, wheeling them over in a wheelchair.
Well, I'm grandmother. Jimmy doesn't mind if I have pets. So, the Pet Finder website. I'm sure I can find one of Winston, Neighbors Helping Neighbors, if I say, anyone got a cat?
Yeah. They have a little thing called Next Door. You can find them on that if you join.
Yeah.
It's like a local neighborhood thing.
Yeah, I'm sure by asking that, I'm sure somebody would say, yeah, my cat just had kittens. So, okay.
Right.
Because, you know, or maybe someone moves into a house and the person says, hey, you can't have pets. Find the cat at home or you have to kill it. And I don't want to kill it. Then either you can't go or you go. I haven't even moved in yet, landlord. Yeah, well, you ain't moving in with the cat.
He's not around long enough to notice that you got another cat, though. Could be anybody's cat.
I can't believe there are some landlords that are like that, though.
Oh, I know, Michelle.
I've seen it. Makes me kind of angry.
Me too. And I've always let people have their animals.
It's bad enough with the dogs. So a lot of landlords are, of course, concerned about dogs and biting. You know,
make them pay a deposit. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? You know, landlord could say, I mean, if that landlord said to me, I probably wouldn't mind it too much. Hey, listen, you want to bring a cat in here? I'll tell you what. I want another $50 a month rent. Because you got to feed another person, you got to need to use more water and shit like that. Okay, fine, here's the $50. Okay, thank you.
Out on the wire. Oh, that's nice. With him out on the wire, he's going to buy Lolly.
Lay down on the wire.
Very nice of him.
I don't really like pants that much. I kind of agree with Michelle with the pants thing. I mean, leggings are nice. I like leggings.
Here's the thing I think you've got a blockage on, Michelle. You think that sweatpants and all that are masculine. But they're not.
I know that.
Female I know wears sweatpants and.
Yeah, but I don't really like sweatpants, though. I just don't like them.
Okay, but they're bloody comfortable and warm, Michelle. But I'll have a look at some leggings. What kind of leggings do you like?
Besides, wouldn't it be better if I actually bought some of my own stuff from my own store so people might be encouraged to buy some more of my stuff? At least they can see the stuff being worn.
I think you're wasting your money, Michelle, but...
Yeah.
Hey, Mojo. Morning, darling.
I like...
Like
I said, I like leggings. I like those Uggs type leggings. They're fine with me. Just make sure they're a little bit big so they won't be too tight, too constricting. Yeah,
I know.
I agree with that.
4X, Michelle. I know a 4X. I'll have a look, see if I can find any for you.
Bianca said
Just
probably
keep your legs
then we will
warm, like
name
Gemini
the
said.
kitten
Michelle?
something outrageous.
Michelle, you can wear the leggings underneath your dress to keep you
Yes,
warm.
I know you can. That's another reason why we do that.
Yeah. All right. I'm on the legging hunt today.
Keep the legs warm. But with Rusty sometimes trying to get my attention by picking on my clothes, you can damn well mention, shit, you just made me leggings run. He just does that sometimes because he wants to get attention.
That is actually a nice name. What do you think about this as a name for a cat, Michelle? Silvermoon for a cat.
Well, depending if it's a boy or girl cat.
Moon
probably,
is a nice name.
Lately, all my cats have had fairly, human-like names. Like Rusty, is kind of a boy's
Dusty.
name.
You have Rusty, Dusty,
is
Musty.
Appropriate for describes what he is. We had a female cat named Alyssa. We had a female cat named Tabia. And Rusty's son was named Dusty because he was a gray cat with like a little bit of dusty coat. Also, it could be named after Dusty Springfield. In a way.
That's very true, Bianca. You can get 3 hoodies at Walmart for the price of one of yours. Hey, I know what I'll do. I'll get you a Walmart hoodie, and then I'll design it and put Snow Queen on the back.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out if we ever get a cat. Maybe I might get another cat named on Fame. Especially if he's another Turkish fan cat. I definitely would name him Fame if it's a boy or a girl cat. I don't think it matters. Even though Fame was a boy cat, he was so effeminate. He was such a female-like cat.
I'm going to do something really scabby. I'm going to smoke out the window because it's too cold to go outside. I've got a choice.
Well, that Fame usually, like this thing Rusty, as he got older, he tended to stay in the house more. But he used to go out once in a while in the summer when it was warmer. But then his fur could... I thought you would think that Fame, because he was long hair, he would shed more than Rusty. Actually, it's a toss-up between who sheds more.
Yeah, Bianca, I'm going to put Snow Queen. Oh my God, I could get you and Noodles one. I'm with him, I'm with her, with arrows on them.
No, I'm not supposed to go look at the baby book of names. I don't know. I mean, who knows? If it was a white cat, maybe I name her Bianca, which makes sense, right?
That's a nice name. No, don't name a cat Tiger.
Yeah.
My cat is called Charlie
another cat you
Mountain.
can name him is Snowbell. I guess if you wanted to name a white cat Snowbell, which is the name from the cat from the Littles. Not yet the Littles. Yeah, that sounds right. That's not the Littles. Those are Charlotte. Not Charlotte's Web. That was story by.
Do not name a new kitten Tiger Kitty, Michelle.
Well, again,
much better names than
I have had cats named Tiger. I had boy and girl cats named Tiger.
Oh, you need a new name, pretty name for a cat.
Maybe you could have another Fluffy. But it looked like the old Fluffy.
Yeah,
that would be a fairly common kind of cat to find as the tiger cat. Yeah.
Name cat wishbone.
Me and the Snow Queen hoodies. Raise your hands. Name the cat wishbone. The cat isn't expensive. No, not expensive, but the veterinary checkups can get very expensive. When we used to have the mobile vet clinic that would come out here, it was expensive. But then again, they realized I didn't have a car, so it was easier for the vet to come to my house and give us these checkups and things. And that's the one thing that I think was nice when you had the vet come out here, was the vet could check on Rusty and see how he's doing.
Right. Vets, I don't know how they can charge so much. Such a rip-off.
Well,
before you even get in the
it's
door.
same thing with the human doctors that do house calls again. They aren't cheap.
Right.
They're not cheap.
Yeah.
You know, because they gotta bring all their black bag with them, which has all the supplies that they need for typical checkups and vaccinations. Or even poisons to kill an animal, I guess. That really makes me sad. That's one of the reasons why I don't think I could ever be a veterinarian if I had good eyesight. I just wouldn't have the heart have in my heart to be an animal killer.
No, I don't think I could either. Every animal I've had that's been put down, I've never been able to accompany it to the vets.
No, not like that. No, I wouldn't.
20 kittens.
I believe, just like with the human beings, you know, end of life issues, I believe it's just trying to keep the cat comfortable and let the cat let Father God decide when it's time to go, because I don't want to be the one that has to make that decision. And sometimes the cat bounces back, and I know that's a hard one for some people. I mean, you got people arguing on both sides of the fence about that. You know, euthanasia, no euthanasia, humans, cats, whatever, you know.
No one's against cats. It's just, she doesn't need 20 cats. What's the most amount of cats you had, Michelle?
I realistically I can have, what's the most number of cats I've ever had?
Yeah.
6. I had a mother cat and her 5 kittens, plus I had my old cat Morris at the same time. So we had 6 cats in my parents' house. And that was just too much. Trying to keep track of all those little kittens running around, getting into trouble, hiding here, hiding there. Thank goodness they were all litter box trained, but boy, it was just too many cats to watch. What does that mean? Where did you get the extra money? Who are you talking about?
I don't know.
Donations are up. Unfortunately, we're still $10 short, guys, of $100.
How long have you got to get the $10? Till Thursday?
Thursday.
All right.
Don't
worry
because
about
once,
it. We've got till Thursday to get $10, Michelle. It's not difficult. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
what I'm saying is because if you put in the $10 on Friday, I won't be paid because there'll be a new billing cycle.
Oh no! Does this has to be super chatted as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Super chatters, yeah. Or super stickers or super thanks. Yes, they bring in donations, but they also require a lot of responsibility too.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody likes seeing kittens on YouTube videos. In fact, I've seen this so many times. But don't forget, when you first get a kitten, especially if you get a kitten from another person that is not, hasn't had the kitten go to the vet for the initial checkup.
Look who's in chat, Michelle.
Oh, wow. That's Siri 1, Michelle. OT, I see. Kitten pays for itself. Well, I don't know.
Craig, very good to see you. Very nice to see you, Craig. I hope everything's going well.
I didn't even see a super chat come in.
Craig Senior's in chat.
Oh, I know. I see he's in chat, yeah. So, yes, Craig Senior is here.
Yay. I hope it's all going good for you, Craig. We do talk about you.
If I had 20 kittens in here, unfortunately, my landlord would probably be ready to throw me and the kittens all up on the street because that's just too many. I don't even think I could handle 20 kittens. Just handle the 4 and the mother cat and then Morris when I was a kid was hard enough to try to keep all those cats in check.
I don't think you can get a cat off of a pet place, can you? Because they have to inspect and all that. Although you should be okay.
What do you mean? Me for the checkup? For the kittens? Yeah, you probably get a basic physical with the vet at the Petco, yeah. And get them the basic shots, you know, the initial series of boosters and rabies and distemper, yeah, that's just important. So, Pet Finder is a website that y'all can use to find local cats. You don't buy from them. Craig Senior says, Tiger, Kitty, I know I have not been on much because Denise has dementia and text most of my time. It's good to see you as well. And I do appreciate, Craig, that you did come up here today.
Yeah, thank you, Craig. It's good to see you.
I know that dementia, you know, is a major shock for the families.
Yeah.
It totally
It's
really
very cruel.
It's very sad to see it. It's also very sad to see that science hasn't yet found a way to actually prevent dementia from the beginning in the first place. I mean, there are maintenance meds for it, but it doesn't, you know, always help everybody. Some people benefit from the meds, some don't. You know, it depends on the patient. And he's taking care of his wife at home. So she's not in a convalescent home. She's with her husband.
I know. And I'm trying to turn my Discord off, by the way, because I can hear it going mental. It's just not working. Yeah, Craig, you know.
Just turn your Discord.
I feel for you. That's all I can say.
Just change your settings in your Discord to do not disturb. That will usually shut it up for you.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
What's the signs of dementia? Well, kind of starts with forgetfulness. It's kind of complicated, but I'm sure WebMD could tell you the basic signs for dementia, which is a form of Alzheimer's. It's just tragic to see it. You know, some people get it, some people don't. My grandfather had it. So maybe, possibly I might have it. Or I might get it. Maybe not. Maybe I might not get it. It's hard to say. I know my father certainly did not have it. Kittens equal gains. Well, the thing is kittens also, as I said, can be very, they kind of remind you when you see the little, remember Rusty's video when I first got him? He was 8 weeks old when I got him. And that was in 2012, in June. And he immediately took to my furniture, so he claimed this as his home as Dory brought him over to me because she wanted to know if I wanted a cat, and she knew I could really use one. And I said, sure. So she brought him over, and immediately Rusty took to my apartment. He liked the place. He liked having his place to himself. And he was a very good kitten. Of course, I had to kitten-proof the place because, you know, we have hidey holes that kittens can get into and get into trouble. But basically, Rusty didn't get into any of those places, so I left those places alone. But 20 years. So cruising your senior years together. Yeah, but that's a big problem. Because I'm 55 now. So that would mean that if the cat croaks in 20 years, that'd be 75. And then when I'm 91, I plan to go into a retirement home. And the reason I say that is because, trust me, by the time I'm 91 years old, I think being able to go into a retirement home doesn't sound so bad. But, you know, it depends on how my health is. I mean, maybe it's possible that by the time I'm 91 years old, I could be just as strong and sparry as I am now. Or I could be a real basket case. I don't know yet. I think one kitten, or one younger cat, not necessarily be a kitten, I mean younger cat. You know. I know originally Sherry offered me one of her cats. I turned it down because it was kind of a twofer deal. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle 2 more cats. One maybe, but it was a twofer deal. So I think you know, Rusty and one other cat would be fine. Maybe a female cat. After all, Rusty still likes to have fun, you know. If he had a female cat with a hysterectomy, he wouldn't worry about it. He could shoot blanks all day and she can gladly catch them. Gemini, I will do that, but I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any stray cats around here. Patty DeMar said there's a cat lady nearby that has cats. Well, before I go grabbing cats out of a cat lady's house, I better make sure that that cat doesn't have any kind of long-term illness like FIV or feline AIDS or any of that, you know. Can't just grab a cat and say, you know, you're mine. All of a sudden the vet says, yep, so are you. You're mine. Now you're going to be taking long-term care of that cat. You're going to be paying for medical care for him. Because you grabbed the sicky kitty. Oh, sorry about that. No. I don't think Rusty would like a Siamese. I think Rusty probably would be happy with another cat like Fame. But the roles are reversed, being a younger Fame type cat, so that Rusty can kind of teach him just like Fame taught him. I don't know if I named the cat Fame because that might get Rusty all confused. Because I don't think Rusty would. I mean, I know Rusty would tell us not the same Fame because he would know if the cat would be a different cat, but maybe I might get confused. No, wait, I think he said Rusty took off. Why has Rusty gotten so small? That's not the same Fame. Oh, that's another kitten. Now, maybe if I had a female cat, if she looked a little bit like Carmen Miranda, maybe I'd name her Carmen Miranda. Yeah. Why are you saying that, Randall? You really want... I mean, that's kind of rude to say that. Well, so today is... Shall we change our winter logo? For those of you who have never seen this before, it is one that was Wiggy created some time ago. Let me play a little bit of this so you can see what it looks like. In case somebody came in late. This is the winter one. Oh, that's not that one. There you go. That's the winter logo. This is a little piece of it. No, it's close. It's close. After all, don't forget, I believe that Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent. Is it? The first Sunday's in Advent, isn't it? I think we already had the first Sunday of Advent. Can you check the calendar? Okay, yeah, let me look. Advent calendar. Let me get to with my calendar application on my phone here, or on my desktop. Advent. It doesn't show the Catholic holidays. So I just have to go through, find it. God, I got enough things in there. It is the 28th, okay. Wall, I don't know what that is. Okay, so Hanukkah's first day is on December 8th. And let me slide this side chat out of here. Yule, Hanukkah, the first day. So 17th is the fourth day. So the 26th, we're already in the first week of Advent. We're in the first week of Advent right now, looks like. So that's kind of cool. No, I don't want to close Google Chrome. Oops, wrong one. No. Okay, close the calendar, please. Thank you. Yeah, so we're actually in the first week of Advent already. Yeah. National Allen Day. I thought it was the 7th. My birthday is December 8th, says Starbeth. Well, congratulations, you are what they call a Sagittarius. You're a Sagittarius, baby. It's getting... Hanukkah is the 7th. Yes, Hanukkah is the 7th. You're right. 100% correct. When are you putting up your tree? And me and Chris can manage to fish it out of the storage bin. Well, we'll see what happens with that. So when Krista comes over, after we go to the laundromat, we'll go ahead, get some breakfast at McDonald's, and then do the laundry. And then we'll see if I need to get any additional stuff at the turntable. I don't think I should need any, but we'll find out. Get the laundry done. And then maybe when we get back here, we'll have a little bit of time to go look through the storage bin for the Christmas tree. Fish that out. And then I can go ahead and use the Mr. Jigsaw and cut some oriented strand board. I'll have to pick up some sheetrock screws. You have to get some sheetrock screws. Or I can use regular Elmer's glue and make the base for my Christmas tree stand a little bit bigger. There you go. Yeah, why not? You got an Elmer's glue. I sure do. What good is half a tree? Think of it as a tree that's nice and short. Stands about 4 feet tall, which is more than fine for me. It doesn't have to be a huge tree. At least that tree looks like a decent tree. Unlike the other one it's a little tiny tree, it looks like the one that Charlie Brown had with all the synthetic needles falling off of it. NASQ newsletter says Will my team Bayern Munich sweep through the Championship League for another title? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know anything about how they're playing. But I mean, it's possible, I guess. I got the top part because Sue Blevins and Rick only had the top part when they threw it out in the box. And I happened to grab it from them because I wanted a Christmas tree for my apartment. So, they didn't even have a stand for it. They propped it up in a cardboard box. So I made a wooden base out of a piece of scrap lumber. And now I just got to go ahead and make the base a little wider so it won't tip over. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yep, we could do that. And then if I set it up right, I could probably put it in the window, which would be nice. Of course, I'll kind of cover the camera. Not necessarily. Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Could Will Benz always have Christmas tree pieces? I don't know about Christmas tree pieces. It depends on the Goodwill, I guess. I mean, ours don't seem to have that. But, of course, I don't know anything. You know, I mean, it's got the LED, it's got the old incandescent Christmas lights on it. If we're lucky, maybe the bulbs still work. If not, maybe I'll replace them with strings of WS2811 little LEDs and program them with a simple controller to change colors and twinkle and things like that. Well, I even made a base for it originally, but it was kind of a narrow base because it only had was one piece of plywood. So then, now Ed left his chainboard scraps here, so I figured just either use my circular saw, rip them in half, and then just glue them to the bottom of the tree. Well, you don't even have to glue it at all. What do you mean? Just want to really make it easy, just screw it to the bottom of the existing plywood that's already there. You got two regular sheetrock screws in the base. We used to have it screwed to a table that was in the living room, which we threw out because we didn't need it anymore. God, I love the fence. I swear we would be the best friends. Not me or someone else? Victoria's been case and Michelle, if you are programming a controller for that, they need to use a PWM buttons on the board. They have a generic WS2811 controllers that automatically will have standard program cycles in them. I'm not gonna go through and set up a. I mean, I could always set up RJ. What's the interface I use? RS4. RS432 or 423, something like that. Yeah. That's another way of doing it. But I think just most of them have pretty much standard programs in them anyway, so you don't need to get fancy. Yeah. Seasons is a Taurus. So it'll be interesting to see how a Sagittarius and Taurus could get along. Oh, you're a Virgo, I'm Aquarius. We get along fine. we do, usually. Although sometimes we do argue. Have them. Well, you know what one time I did was I actually I used to mount it on a nail, actually. Yeah, that kind of sucked though. Yeah, that's why we built a little plywood base or a piece of wood that we had, made a base out of it. But it was a 2x6 2x8. 2x8, but it was like 24 inches long, so lengthwise it was stable, but widthwise, easy to fall over. Yeah, but I guess it's okay because the tree didn't have any decorations on it anyway. No balls, nothing like that. Just the lights. You see it in a couple of my videos. And, well, it's better than no tree at all because normally I don't even think about having a Christmas tree. Some people probably think my home is probably more like that of a Jehovah's Witness. That's not that I'm against Christmas. It's just I know some people really love going for the trees, the decorations, the garland, everything. But for so long, I haven't had the money to do any of that, so I had to forgo a lot of that. Because to me, that's kind of was a lot of unnecessary stuff that I didn't have the money for. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. Well, anyway, so it's 5 minutes to 12, Eastern time. And you can see it's overcast outside. We got 12 people on YouTube and 2, can't really tell, it looks like 2 on Kick. 2, yeah, 1 on Twitch. Whoever's on Twitch, you must be pretty lonely over there. Well, that's cool, Bianca. I'm glad to know you get along with Sagittarius. That'd be cool. Troll in here. I'm a Sag. I love cancers. Yeah. And movie night is on Kick at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I gotta buy new casters for this chair. Finally. These casters should have been replaced over 2 years ago, Michelle. You're right. They are totally a basket case. I'm about to get some much more rugged casters. Maybe one for like a big equipment cart or something. If you can find one that slides into an office chair, you'll be all set. Yep, definitely. So everybody, we're going to be starting with Elf, followed by Goodfellas. So I'm going to go set the programming up for that. So be all set to get that started at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So, and then of course, tonight is Tuesday. After movie night, we'll have our after show on Kick. This will be interesting. And I do want to play some of my Carmen Miranda record too, which I did get the new one. It did the Brazilian Bombshell did come in. I got that one too. Yeah. Please don't forget. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I never found a movie. The only moonshot I found was the one that I showed you guys, which is the wrong moonshot. But I guess some people like the other one too. It's so let's just say one thing. So, guys, for those of you who don't know where the Kick is, I think most of you do, but. And also, don't forget to, donate and check out the Patreon. So you want to see the Thanksgiving movie, check out the Patreon page. We finally got part 1 and part 2 up. And we did our best to keep the resolution as good as possible. Well, it was called Moonshot, but it was a different kind of moonshot movie. It did have to do with NASA though, and the space going to the moon. we all been, a lot of us have had problems over here, so it's not like it's entirely new. What Sarah's saying is Patreon. Okay, so definitely check out the store. Check out the wish list too. And also, if you have not seen yet the documentary, go check out the documentary also. That was like a romantic comedy, something. The moonshot I was hoping for was a documentary. Alright, I'll look for it. But now we're going to be seeing, we're getting into the holidays. And then we have Christmas with the Cranks. Was that a Thanksgiving or Christmas? Now, I mean, last week I showed some Christmas movies that were pretty good. I think they were good movies from YouTube, which made it easy because I didn't have to worry about trying to find the closed captions file. That was just easy. Just plop them on, turn on the captions on the YouTube video, and it played fine. So, not even anyone negative about you, SARS. When you DXD, my DX was faceless troll. You get used to being doxxed after a while, and it stops bothering you. Yeah, it usually does. And let me just say one thing. If you trolls are going to go ahead and start sending people pizza, pay for them first, okay?
Oh yeah!
Don't make the pizza restaurant suffer.
Oh yeah!
And then just demand that they pay you back for it later on. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say one thing, guys. It's been a good morning show. We got a lot covered a lot of interesting topics. I'm going to remind you again, 3 o'clock this afternoon will be the Silvermoon Drive-In Movie Theater. I think you guys like the little intermission films. I know I do. Unfortunately, that's when I get deathly hungry. Unfortunately, we don't have a pizza, but we still got a lasagna in the freezer. Yeah. Yeah. So, also, help us to reach the goal of 100 followers on Kick. Right now, we are currently at 56 of them, it looks like. It looks like 56. 56 people. Can we get to 100? I'd like to get to 100 to make sure we have an extra buffer, so that we can get to go apply for the affiliate program on Kick. Because on Kick, we can play movies, we can play music, we can talk dirty. We can show skin. We can show skin if that's your thing. Yeah. And then tomorrow, Friday when Krista comes, we're going to change the sheets out in the bed and bring them to the laundromat too. So you're going to have to go to the bank and go get another roll of quarters. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, guys. For now, I'm going to let you guys go. See you all about 3 o'clock on Kick. Stay out of trouble until then. And have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time zone you're in. And I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock Eastern Time today.